guys, how are you?
Hey Rachel, how are you?
Doing great. So I want to start by asking a simple question of both of you. What celebrity do you guys think you are smarter than, just like naturally?
I want to say most pro wrestlers, for sure, and
You
have
could say
have
Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes on Dopey.
they can't hang with me, neither one of them, and and then 99% of politicians, I'm gonna say as well.
Good. Ron Funches for president now.
No, 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 don't put that on me. People will look into my background.
I like Natasha that you just laughed. You were like, nope.
I mean, this feels like a trap, Rachel.
Listen, you could just say the child actors who are not yet, they haven't gone through the school system. So
Hmm,
technically
that's a good
speaking,
point.
you are
Okay.
smarter than that child.
Anyone who's at the Oakwood School for kids who come to Hollywood to be actors. Okay, I
Yeah,
feel like I could maybe.
You can beat them.
there's some we know that can't read. We know that.
We know celebrities that can't read.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. I mean, listen, I don't want to call anybody out, but also intelligence. I don't. I am actually proud that I don't know about. I never learned math. I never learned the new math. I am happy that I am able to do game shows so I can pay for a tutor to teach my child once a week
Do the math.
the new math. So that doesn't make me feel insecure about what I know because I went to college and college is also like you can specialize in what you're actually interested in. So
Yeah, my performance theater degree is helping me nothing with math.
oh, I
It's
know.
just,
My degree is in theater criticism.
oh,
That
so we
doesn't
should have
even
just swapped
exist.
degrees. I do the criticism. We should have just swapped degrees. Um, I want to ask when you guys are on a game show, because I think game shows are fun in general for audiences to watch, but when you add celebrities, there's just some other level of both enjoyment and frustration. Because I think about Martin Short on like Hollywood game nights, and I'm like, take the game seriously, man. But like when you are on something like that and you have to kind of interact as both yourself, but the celebrity version of yourself, what is the challenge of doing that in a game show format?
Well, one of the big things is that, for me, I'm like, oh, I want to have fun. I want it to be fun. I'm probably more the Martin Short school of it. But, there are people who are taking this really seriously who you're paired with. Ron, you spoke about that before, like really trying. I think Ron's maybe a little bit better a person than me. He seemed to really be looking out for the people that he was paired with. So, that's I made a woman cry once on a game show because I didn't know the answer, and I was her partner, and she was really upset. Haven't been back to Pyramid, but it's hard. It's because there's a lot riding on it. This isn't just fun for them. They're like trying to help their mom out or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I really appreciate that question, Rachel. I think that the balance is between, trying to provide entertainment and trying to be funny and make sure that the game show keeps moving. You have that kind of Hollywoody vibe to you. But then what I love about game shows, I'm a big fan of taking money from corporations and giving it to other people. So when that's something I get a chance to do, whether through charities or through contestants, I do take it very seriously, and I want them to win money, because I want them to have a better day. I want them to. A lot of times, these people are going to use that money for trips that they've never been able to take, or to medical procedures that they needed, or to add rooms to their house for their in-laws. And I think those things are very important, and it not only changes their lives, it reminds me that, like, as money changes for me, that like an extra $1,000, an extra $5,000, for the majority of us means a lot. And so I never try to forget that. And just because like I might be making good money that day, I don't want to be the only one that does that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think it makes, celebrities joining these shows fun because you do have that aspect of like you guys are there to be have fun and like bring the energy for an audience, but you're also helping somebody who, you know, they need the help. It's still like you have that connection with a regular Joe Schmo from the street, but when you are playing these games and like working with other celebrities and kind of having the fun of like, yeah, it's me as a person, where do you guys kind of find the balance between like revealing a lot of who you are as individuals through this process versus like, you know, a junket interview where you're on because you know you're doing that junket interview and you have to like kind of present yourself in a certain way.
I mean, this show had like a really interesting aspect because all of a sudden we were back in a school setting. And it was like, I was remembering like, oh, I remember they used to put these things around your desk if you were cheating. I remember getting in trouble. I remember the teacher not wanting to leave because I was the person whose turn it was to be in charge. Like, you know, you just start to like remember all of what was your persona. Whereas like some of the people on the show who were comedians, I saw a totally different side of them. Like, oh, you were like a goody goody and you like knew everything. And you know, I wasn't quite the person smoking behind McDonald's, but I was definitely like on that route. And, you know, just seeing where everyone kind of fell into their place was really interesting.
I think a good part of the show is that they spend a lot of time each episode um kind of having us relive parts of our school journey, and I think
Right.
learning more about Natasha's art school background, learning more about Nikki, learning more about everybody. It just made it not just like funny and part of the game show, but you're like, oh, I am really learning about things, and I'm learning about my friends, and I'm able to go back and relive these stories of my school age. And I think a big part of the show is just taking you back to that, and you get the anxiety, the thrill of getting something right, and then the like stress and feeling bad when you got an answer wrong.
Yeah, and I have a fun question because this just made me think about it because you're talking about like going back to school. We used to have like Spirit Week where you would have to dress up as like your future career that you wanted or whatever it was. I wanted to be an actor, so I just dressed up like a wizard because I was like, I don't exactly know how you want me to dress up like an actor that doesn't exist. But if you were in high school and you had to dress up at that time as something, do you have like the this is the career I was gonna do in your
I
senior
actually
year?
have I actually have a memory of this because I went to Catholic school and it was career day. And you know, you have to wear these ugly uniforms. I had to wear like a green waistcoat and a green, you know, long skirt. It was so ugly. And so I just would always take those as days to just wear a cool outfit. And then my hack was I got a realtor button. So I would just wear like the cutest outfit I had and then just put I'm like, oh, I'm a realtor. But it was just because I wanted to wear, you know,
That's good. I love
it's a
That's a
good
that.
good one.
hack, right?
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
I'd just be walking around in pro wrestling trunks and my face painted.
You would have been the smartest wrestler
Yeah.
in
That's right.
WWE.
Oh my
That's how I
God,
win my
good.
matches.
You would have been so smart.
Yeah, I love that. I literally wrote in puffer paint, I'm a wizard, and just walked around with a wand because I was like, what do you want me to do? But for my last question, I just love that game shows keep coming back. Like we go through a phase where like they maybe don't exist as much, but then we're like, yeah, but we miss them. And so then they have this boom and we're all back into like whatever game show it is, like pyramid or match game and whatever comes back. For you guys, was there a game show that you used to watch when you were either like kids or just whatever age that you're like, that's the one that I miss and I want that game show to come back?
Mhm. Well, I mean, a
Don't
lot
know
of
what. I think they've tried, but it seems so obvious to me that the Newlywed Game, in some capacity, would be so great because, you know, it's just so fun to see like two different people's perspectives on the relationship.
yeah, I love all types of game shows, whether in a lot of new comeback that were my favorites. I really liked Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and Supermarket Sweep and uh Press Your Luck was one of my favorites. One that I really think it's fun to come back is something similar to like I loved American Gladiators when I was a kid. I like that type of
Mhm.
stuff. I like Battle of the Network Stars. I like seeing celebrities being forced to be athletic and get aggressive towards each other. I thought those were really fun days. I go back and watch old videos of that all the time. So yeah, those are like my favorite.
Yeah, I love it. Now I want to just see a bunch of celebrities on like fighting each other. That's the
Yeah.
next step. We've gotten the smarts, now we gotta like I need you to physically fight one another. Thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for everyone to get to see Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity?
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.